The product development process helps us manage the life cycle of a product in a system, including new product development process, manage the request for creating new model and also the related technical information. Sample process, manage the sample making progress, purpose for making sample, and technical information after the sample item has been created. Module, manage your model list. The model here is like a product without mention anything about the detail option of the product. Detail option of the product like materials, cushion color, material color, etc. They will be provided in detail when placing the orders. The module manage the detailed information for about the technical team. They will focus on the technical drawing, the loadability, and available material options. For purchasing team, they focus on the favorite suppliers. Breakdown or deep into detail is the bill of material. Then target price for sales and purchasing. For the production team, they focus on the component list, production step, and quality requirement. Now, let's have a look at the modules in Tilsoft. First, we will go for the new product development module. This module keeps track of all the requests for creating new model items, so we can validate the request if it's duplicated, invalid, or if it's okay for us to go ahead and create a new model in the system based on that request. In action, sales team will receive the client requirement for building up the item that the client wants to buy. Sales team will post a request for creating a model in this module. Technical team will need to verify if the request model already exists, invalid request, or if it's okay for creating a new model. And after the module has been created, they will also need to provide the technical information, and also the pricing team will need to check if there is any factory can produce that item with a good price. After all information has been input, sales will have enough information to work with the client for placing the order for that item. The request for creating a new model must include the name of the model to be created, images, request by which client, target price, and estimated order quantity, and also draft information for materials. Once the request has been submitted, the technical team will jump in. They will check if the request is duplicated or invalid, or is it okay to go ahead and start creating the model. Since they are the ones who know best about the model, if it's okay for creating a new model, they will need to provide the technical information using the module new development product for the technical info. This is the separate module, so each team will only take care of their part. The data will not conflict with the other team on the same issue. This module including technical drawing in PDF format for the other team to have a look, or using the raw file format for the technical team so they can upload the source file and manage it here also. The technical team will also need to provide the overall dimension for that new product, carton box dimension, the gross weight, the net weight, loadability, and packaging info. In summary, technical team will need to provide the technical information for a new product development request and then approve the request so the other team can follow up and start to create a new model. After everything is okay with the new product development process, the member of a technical team or a sales team can go ahead and create a model. Tilsoft manage the model data included such as suppliers, packaging method would auto-generate the loadability using a container loading optimized algorithm, which also taking into account the box dimension, the box orientation, and stackable level, etc. We also have the gallery section for storing the model images. You have an image sender for each model. Sales team or the other team don't have to look around for images when they need it. So if you have a client who do the e-commerce business, they will ask for a lot of images, and you only have to look at one place. And it's even better that we can also expose that image list to your client as well. So they can download the images by themselves. Of course, the image only be exposed based on your request, not by default. The technical drawing is linked directly from the new product development module into the model module. So the need information is ready at hand. The next section is the sample list, which related to this model. It will link to the sample process module, where you can find a lot of detailed information for the sample process and status of that process. With also the tracking data about who changed the status and when the status has been changed. Chillsoft also keep track of the actual progress for building a sample using a lot of images, so you know exactly if that sample is finished or not. This feature will eliminate the issue that when you have a promise from the factories that the item has been finished building, and you take the client to the factory site, and then you just find out that the item is really not finished. Also, the sample process keep track of the purpose for creating the sample, deadline sent to factories, and the hard deadline. This is the actual deadline, which we should not share with the factories. Notification is also an important part of the sample process. We have many user groups attached to a sample process, like the quality control, the sales, pricing team. So if there are any update to the sample process, the related person will be notified immediately.